These are also how we call them in Maori. No.
Really?
No.
Ba, ba, ba.
Yes!
Sit, yay!
I learned a thing.
Ba, 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 ba. Hey! Drex here from Drex Factor Poi, sharing with you the love of poi spinning and flow arts to benefit your body and brain. And today, I'm doing something I've never done before, and learning some more traditional style poi. Should be a good time. Before we dive in, I just want to give a quick shout out to the friends of the channel. Big thanks to Dark Monk, Fire Mecca, Flow Fests, Flow Toys, Juggling Calling, Pyroterra Light Toys, and Ultrapoi for helping to make the videos on this channel possible. You can learn more about all of these amazing companies and the work that they're doing to support flow artists like yourself by checking out the links that I have down in the description of this video. And special thanks to the non-business friends of the channel, Lain Mochinsky and Pekha Pekkonen. Thank you so very much for supporting my channel, my work, and my mission. So, this is my friend Tash. Tash is the bartender up at the bar up the street from me where I go to for trivia on Thursdays.
Yes.
And because DC is just that small a city, Tash is also a Maori woman who grew up surrounded by poi, and she has agreed to teach me some of the stuff that she learned growing up. Hello, Tash.
Hello, Drex.
Welcome so much to the channel. We're really happy to have you here.
Thank you very much. It is quite funny to do this. Like, I'm looking forward to it. I'm excited.
Outstanding. Cool. Well, let's dive in then. So we're going to be learning some short poi today, which
Yes.
Most of us who have learned contemporary style poi have no idea that that's a thing, but short poi is a thing.
Yes.
So where are we going to be starting off here?
We're just going to start with some very basic moves. Literally, the first one that you learn is how to catch the poi.
Outstanding.
Like that.
Like so?
Yes, what you're doing is you are learning the timing. You're getting the feel of how the poi swings,
Okay.
and being able to anticipate where it is in the air when you're not necessarily looking at it. And then the other one is another common motion that you have in short poi dances is doing this motion. Oop, see?
Catching it. Interesting. So the first one we start off with, those of us who are watching that have learned the style of poi spinning that I have, we're starting off in wall plane here, and we're catching with the palm down. And then the next one is in buzzsaw plane, catching with the palm up. Cool.
These are also how we call them in Maori. No.
Really?
No. So yeah, so this is just very basic. So catching this way.
Oh, so...
Oh no, it was the same that we were doing earlier.
Cool. All right, so the wall plane one.
Yep.
And then the buzzsaw one.
Yes.
Cool.
So, and actually this is a good way to segue into other things. You're learning how to control the direction of the poi with these catches as well. If you alternate between the two, there are common poi moves where you're actually hitting the poi, where you are changing direction into these different things. So it was a good way to kind of get into that from those different directions.
Okay.
So you feel where your hand moves to catch the poi on the different plane.
It's wild, like, anticipate, like, because it's so much lighter than the poi heads that I used to using, so it goes all over creation. It's fantastic.
These changes of directions are because one of the next things you learn how to do when you're starting out on poi is how to just hit the poi to go back into the other direction.
Okay.
I'm trying to go slow without actually catching it. You are literally just hitting it.
Okay.
So the same catching direction. Show me what you do. Yes, you use your back of the hand to hit it back. So this hand pretty much stays where it is, but you are smacking it backwards.
I also can't help but notice that the poi makes a lot of noise as we're doing this.
Well, so when you're doing poi, traditionally, normally, if you're actually performing it in a show, you've got two lines of like 10 people. Well, typically in the shows in New Zealand, it's women who are performing the poi. That's not how it always was. The poi is a dance done in unison. So one person doing the hit. Now imagine 20 people doing these, and it becomes very rhythmic, and it's a part of the music in and of itself.
Oh, so it's like it's an instrument in and of itself.
It has become that now. It wasn't necessarily always an instrument. So we've got the back and forward one, right?
Uh-huh.
Now the other one is, because remember we did this,
Yep.
which is probably going to be a little bit harder.
So I'm like pushing it up off the back of my hand. Yeah?
Yes, but you are using, you're kind of timing it so that when the poi comes around, it's stopped moving it of itself, and gravity is sort of taken over. That's when you you feel it, like that's when your hand comes up and it just changes its direction. So you're not actually fighting against, like if I was doing that, you're letting the poi fall onto your hand and then you sort of just tap it up.
Ah, I see.
However you want to hold it. Going really well. You are.
Outstanding.
I'm not surprised though. I have seen your long poi stuff. And I looked at that and just, I cannot do that. This way, we've done this way.
Yep.
And then we've done this way.
Whoops. No,
So
there we go.
the next one, so this is actually the first sort of set of movements I was ever taught, and it was not just the hitting. The hitting is something that you learn, at least when you're a Maori child around people performing, which is called Kapa Haka, by the way. You've been smacking on poise, like picking up stray ones all over the place.
Outstanding.
But the actual first set of movements that you usually learn is how to change the direction just one after the other.
Oh, okay.
So do this way first. Okay. So do that one first.
Okay.
And then when it hits your hand here, instead of hitting it up, let me see if I can do this slowly.
Okay.
You're actually...
Well, do that again?
Yes. Like, how do I vocalize this? It's and... But the trick here is you're also using this hand to change its direction.
Yeah.
Yes. It's the bottom first, then the top, and then to you.
Bottom. Bottom, top. And then
finger towards you.
Right. But bottom, top, back, with the palm now facing towards this guy.
Yeah, and then you should end it with it moving this direction.
Okay, forwards buzzsaw. Yeah.
Yeah.
So 1, 2, 3.
You don't need to like swing this hand out large.
Yeah.
It literally is just a flick of the wrist changing the direction.
Ah, okay.
Yes.
Ah, okay. So I'm trying to like trace out really big circles.
You
I'm doing
do
this,
not need to.
And I do not need to do that.
Yes.
Sit, yay! So it's wild. Like as I'm doing this, how little like there's really an economy of movement happening here, where it's like it's almost like both the hand and the wrist are moving as little as possible as I'm going through this here. That's wild. So for those of us who know contemporary poi out there, in wall playing, it is under, over, buzzsaw reverse, and then back forwards and buzzsaw. Under, over, back, forward.
So it's a combination of the way your hand hits and your wrist now, and this hand now moving to spin it where your other hand has sent the ball.
Gotcha. So rather than me trying to focus this hand so much on doing a plane change, it's more
it's this, and this is just resetting your hand to the way you would hold it when you were spinning in the other one already. You're not actually using this to move it.
Yeah.
You're just giving it the home that it needs to move into that. The other difference I see too, this is how little I have paid attention to how my hand moves, is that I'm learning this as I'm explaining it. When I hit going back, my hand is actually like this. It's not flat.
Oh.
So I'm actually pushing it out that way.
Gotcha. So, I see. So it's less like a platform, more like a wall.
Yeah. So this is heading down. But this one, when it goes to hit my palm, I actually angle it out this way.
Gotcha.
It's like 45 degrees, and it makes it go.
Yeah. Hey!
I learned a thing.
Yay!
So the other one, if you want to mix it up a little with these 3 that we've now learned, basically we're going to repeat the 3 movements without stopping the poi. It's all in when it's going back this way. We are now going to hit it back so that it goes back onto this plane.
All right, you're gonna have to show me that one.
I would do this slow, and then maybe slow-mo can slow it down even more.
Yeah, totes.
But that.
You have to do that one more time for me.
So I'm going to hit once here, hit once here,
Yeah.
hit once here, but I'm going to let it go around, like do its hit and then go around one more time. And then when I hit it to come back, I'm hitting it in such a way on its way back. I'm using the tips of my fingers to sort of push it this way.
Oh, interesting. So will I wind up with it kind of like horizontal or vertical?
Well, if you weren't to adjust your hand to make it go in the direction you now want it to go, it will end up doing this.
Okay.
But you've got to meet it when it's on this angle and smack it down to force it to go back to this.
Gotcha. I'm gonna put this in contemporary poi terms, and we'll see if anything meshes up here. I'm gonna start this in our wall plane. It winds up in buzzsaw plane. It briefly makes a stop in floor or horizontal plane, and then we come back to wall plane at the end.
Yes.
Okay. And it's I do hit under, hit over. I do a complete beat here.
You don't have to. I just find for myself getting it, like everything positioned how I need it to be, I let it do one extra spin instead of just automatic hit, 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 hit.
Gotcha. Okay, so I do that hit, it comes here, and then I
bring your palm down, but at the point where it's going to make it go this direction.
Ba, 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 ba. Hey! There it is!
You got it, you got it!
Yay!
So,
all right, one more time. So, ba, 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 perkele.
5 minutes later.
Ba, 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 ba. All right,
that
cool.
was it!
All right, one more
and
time.
then just keep doing that over and over and over again until you got it.
Oh my god. All right, let's see if I can get another clean one out of this. So, boom, 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 boom.
And then if you're actually a performer, you're throwing in all kinds of this stuff,
Fun
which
ornamentation.
you do not need to do when you're learning it. Now imagine 20 people and this is your percussion. It's actually having the blood flow back to my fingers. It's so cold.
Yeah, it's pretty chilly out here. Cool. Well, I'm going to call that a win for right now. Tosh, thank you so much for teaching me this stuff.
Thank you very much for having me. This was
Yay.
fun.
Yay! I'm so glad
I
to hear
learned
that.
stuff.
Yay! That's what I love to hear. Cool. If y'all got anything out of this video, please make sure to like, comment, share, and subscribe to help other people find it and to help my channel grow. Hey friends, this is Drex from the future, and I realized after I shot this video that I didn't talk about the sets of poi that I was using in it. As it turns out, the set of poi you use does have an impact when you're learning the short poi technique. These are from Pekha Poi. They are a Maori-owned poi shop that is based in New Zealand, Aotearoa. You can find them over at pekapoi.co.nz. I highly recommend. And now let's cue that awesome cultural acknowledgement. This video would not be possible were it not for the awesome support of all of these nice people right here. These are my Flow patrons over on Patreon. They and the people listed down in the description help to make this video and all the videos on this channel possible. Thank you one and all for your very, very generous support. And if you out there watching would like to sign up to support the work that I am doing, bringing poi spinning and flow arts to the wider world, you can do so by heading on over to patreon.com/DrexFactorPoi and signing up. Go check that out, please and thank you. And please stay tuned because there's going to be more awesome videos of me learning traditional short poi style from Tash here. So I'm going to be starting up a playlist that I'm going to link to down in the description as well as up here on screen if you are watching on YouTube. If you are watching this after I have included other videos, you should be able to find the ones that come after it through that link. Also, YouTube thinks that you might like this top video right here based upon your past viewing habits, so maybe check that out as well. Make sure to get outside and flow today, and I'll see you with a new video very soon. Peace.